Welcome, welcome. It's just me here. Hello, I'm Cari. I'm coming to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I'm here to talk about bringing kindness to your weight loss journey. So I'm here for all your questions, and there's lots to chat about. How are y'all doing tonight? It's funny when there's no one here, and it's like talking to myself, which is fine. I can talk to myself. I talk to myself all the time. I think this lighting is also kind of weird, though. I'm going to tone it down a little bit. That's better. That's better. This is the B-roll stuff that won't get used. Okay. Stay tuned while I try to fix my light. Okay, there we go. Well, these are the things we do. We talk to absolutely no one. What I'm really, really hoping for is that someone will show up and have questions, want to talk about weight loss and what they're struggling with. That would be great. If the universe can bring me that, that would be amazing. I can sit here. I think sometimes people come on to a live like this, they want to just feel less alone. They're looking for a way to be part of somebody's night. And I get that. I totally get that. By the way, I'm painting clear gloss on my nails, so that's what I'm doing while I wait for someone to join. I have always been a strong proponent of the healthiness of talking to ourselves, of having some dialogue with yourself. You know, in that old expression of like, well, if you talk to yourself, you better not listen. You better not answer. You better not listen. You better not answer. And I totally disagree. I think us talking to ourselves is an amazing tool. Ask yourself a question. Like, one of the most powerful questions you can ask yourself is, how are you doing right now? How are you really doing? Not like just the how are you that you ask other people and that, you sort of mindlessly answer. You don't really bring honesty, but like a real soulful, how am I doing right now? And then listen for the answer. How am I doing? Let's do it right now. Take a deep breath. Settle into yourself. And with total permission and honesty and lack of judgment, just ask yourself, how am I doing right now in this moment? How's my mind? See what your mind responds. My mind is tired. My mind has been heavily used. You sit with yours. How's your mind? And whatever your mind says is true for it right now. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to have opinions about it. Just acknowledge it. Just breathe into your acknowledgement that that is how your mind is doing right now. Okay. Another breath. Ask your body. Body, how are you doing right now? And your body will reply with sensations all over the place, different sensations coming in different parts of your body. And your job right now is not to have any judgment, not to fix anything, just to acknowledge it, just to let it be heard. How is my body doing right now? My body's doing okay. The only thing that's coming is like, tired of sitting. My body says, tired of sitting, which is sort of a feeling in my lower back. It's like a clenched sort of feeling in my lower back. So I'm not going to fix it right now. I'm not going to problem solve it or have judgment around it. Just acknowledging. How is your spirit. Oh, I have to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry if that was loud. I should have probably muted myself. How is your spirit right now? And spirit is whatever you want it to be. It's the part of you that is not your mind, it's not your brain, and it's not your body. So whatever the essence of you that is not your brain and not your physical body. That's what I call your spirit. It's the part of you where meaning and purpose and love and joy and mirth and humor and sadness and depth, religion, belief, it's all coming from this place. It's not your body, it's not your mind. Just ask your spirit, how are you doing right now? And listening to your spirit, it's a different kind of listening, because your spirit can answer you in so many different ways. It can answer you in emotion. It can answer you in a statement. It can answer you in a memory, in a flush of something, or in a whisper. It can answer you in so many different ways, but it's usually quiet, especially when you're just starting to learn how to really tune in. Because this is the one, for most of us, this is the one that gets forgotten, right? It doesn't demand our attention necessarily, and so we don't listen. But tonight, for supper, for kindness for supper, you're just listening. You're not solving it. You're not having any opinion about it. You're just acknowledging. My spirit says something about a wish for a pause, a moment of peace, a moment of spiritual quiet and attention. It's like over in the corner, being so patient and peaceful, and just saying, come and visit me. Come and visit me, spend some time. Yeah. So once you have checked in with your mind, your body, and your spirit, and you've acknowledged all three levels, you haven't judged, you haven't jumped into action and like problem solving, you're just aware now. There's nothing in you in this moment that you're fully hiding from. So congratulations. That's a big thing, actually. It's a big thing. We hide from parts of ourselves constantly. It's one of the reasons why this practice is so helpful to bring into your weight loss journey, because hiding from parts of yourself in food is often a really well established habit. And so when you do something like this that's very gentle, it's not demanding very much of you, but it's allowing you to look and acknowledge, so that you don't have to run. You don't have to run to food, to hide from the things that you don't want to look at, that you don't want to deal with, that you don't feel ready to handle, all the things, right? You can just acknowledge it's there and then go and do whatever you want to do. But before you do, one of the things I'd encourage is, from those three parts of yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit, see if there's one of them that you can bring a small amount of support to. Just some small action, like that you can do in the next half an hour, right? A small amount of support based on what you heard from each of those parts of yourself. So, for example, my mind said, I'm tired. My mind is just tired. And here I am, still making my mind work, right? I'm working. I'm always working. So, one thing I could do is something that gives my mind a rest. In the next half an hour, I could do something like a puzzle. And I, maybe for you, a puzzle isn't restful to your mind, but for me, something sort of linear and methodical is restful for my mind. I can just be looking at the colors and the patterns and moving them around, and it's not requiring a lot of cognitive effort. So I would do something like that. If I listen to my body, so my body said, from the aching in my lower back, it's sort of saying, tired of sitting. Oh, there's another message from the body saying rest, right? But my body is saying, move me. So I could just do some 5 minutes of stretching. And that would be something to bring this kind of care and kindness to myself. My spirit said, spend time with me. Spend a little bit of time just with me. And so I could do that. I could sit in meditation, or even for me, like going out into nature, being amongst trees and that. It is a place where I listen to my spirit. And my spirit knows that, right? So it's like, go into the trees, come and listen to me, and let's spend some time sort of tuning in. It's dark and cold out right now, so I'm not likely to do that, but I could just do a meditation or something to bring myself to that kind of place. But all of these things, and whatever you come up with for yourself, they're small actions, and they might seem inconsequential, but I promise you, they are very powerful, because part of what has made feeling healthy and well and having a successful weight loss journey, part of what makes all of that difficult is, at a pretty fundamental level, you are ignoring your own true basic well-being, because oftentimes you're so used to listening to the harsh voice inside that says that you don't deserve it, that you don't deserve nice things, nice treatment, good things, to be well, that somewhere inside a voice is saying that you don't deserve to be well. And so you believe that voice. It feels terrible. You want to run from that terrible feeling, and then you run to things that help you stay unwell. And it's a very powerful cycle because it feeds itself, right? Every time, every time you eat instead of moving your body, the voice inside says, "You see, I told you you were worthless and you'd never be successful at this and you'd always just be a failure." And then you feel worse and you need to recover from that terrible feeling. And so you turn to food, and then you feel worse all over again, and so on and so on, right? And so much of what happens in diets is it's just a different way to feel harsh on yourself, to be harsh on yourself, a new tool for being critical. And that's why so often that they don't work in the long run, because at the base of every one of those weight loss efforts is this premise that you are a problem, that your body is this disgusting issue that must be resolved in order for you to be worthy of anything good. And that feels horrible. And so you distract from that feeling. You run from that feeling. You run to something that gives you a moment of comfort, which is often food. So, getting to the core of this message inside and replacing it little bit by little bit with something that is truer and kinder is a very sustainable, gentle, but powerful way to bring more inherent motivation to your efforts. And there's so many examples of this. I'm trying to think of one. So, like the classic example, which I've seen over the years, I don't know how many times, someone wants to be healthy. They really want to be healthy, to be able to do things. And so they commit to like going to a gym. And then almost immediately, there is a feeling of success equals going to the gym this often and achieving these results by this date, and like all of these really rigid expectations. And the person is basically setting themselves up for failure because life happens and we don't know how a journey is going to go. We can have goals, but then having really, really strict expectations on top of that is a way to kind of beat yourself down before you've even had a chance to give it a try. So then that doesn't feel very good. Psychologically, it doesn't feel very good. So then the person starts to find themselves avoiding the gym because it has this whole bad connotation to it now. It has like built-in failure, basically. And so they avoid the gym, and then they feel guilty and like a failure because they're avoiding the gym. Do you see how it goes? So when we start to flip that and we say, and this is what we do in the 3-month program, we say, what kind of movement brings you joy? It can be anything. It can be dancing in your chair. It can be tapping your feet to music. It can be playing with your dog on the floor. I'm looking over at my cat because it can be anything. Find the little nugget of joy. And I'm talking about like simplistic joy, not like the great big, like my whole life is perfect joy, but just like the little moment of lightness. Where in the world of movement do you feel a little moment of lightness? And then that is where you start to build in an invitation to yourself to participate in that moment of joyful movement. And it doesn't matter how long, because there's no expectations here. We're not setting you up for failure. We're setting you up to bring care to yourself, to bring joy to yourself. So however you do it, if you do 1 minute a day, you're building on movement. You're building on movement and joy. And all of a sudden, and like one of our clients experienced, the gym wasn't her thing. It wasn't a place where she could experience joy. But walking her dog and watching her little dog like sniff around the whole neighborhood and just like always wanna, go here, go there. She started immersing herself in sharing that joy with her dog. And pretty soon she was walking every day, farther and farther, because she wasn't fixing a problem anymore. She was living a beautiful life that she started to think she deserved. So that's a way to switch your mind, your habits from judgment and restriction and criticism and everything to kindness and how it can naturally motivate you. And that's it for our live tonight. So it was a quiet one. Nobody, it was just me. It was me, my sleeping cat over there, my angel wings on the door. And I'm Cari, the self-kindness coach. Please do check out self-kindness.Ca. We've got a new program starting in the new year. And if it intrigues you at all, if you have questions, reach out. If you read it and you're like, I want to get my spot in that beautiful community, we welcome you. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Put my glasses back on.